There will be a special guest on the show today by way of phone. She is originally from a small town in Ohio, but has gotten a blessing to make it big time as a contemporary Christian music artist. After being on the TV show American Idol and just having released her second album, she's primed for God to use her singing voice and her life to bless people with even yet greater abundance. This wonderful, blessed success that I speak of is Holly Miller, but probably better known in the contemporary Christian music market as Hollyn.
I fell for your first day that I met you. Never dreamed that I ever could forget you. But black and white make a mess when it turned to gray. Sunlight came sweeping across the window. Rewind to the time when we were so close. Got me longing for yesterday. But Lord, you
I relapse like I'm living for the wrong reasons through the seasons, trying to fall for you, but then they put me on blast. It's like I try to speak my mind because I know that I'm his, and yet I try to speak my mind, but it don't fly with them kids. Man, if I'm not talking about the newest Nikes or releases, they put the mute on me. I can't speak about my Jesus like I'm living for him. I'm slipping to sin, I turn around and make the amends. I try to fit in, I mess it up and stumble again. I'm taking this pen and writing everything so I remember just how sweet that it is. Yeah, man, I got issues, I can't even lie. My only saving grace is knowing I got you inside. I'm done with saving face, I don't got a thing to hide. So don't leave me alone, keep coming day and night.
Don't leave me alone. Bust down the door of my heart, Lord, it's your home. You don't need no keys, I'm on my knees, begging you please. I gotta settle this thing once and for all. You got my heart, my soul, you can have it all. I'm on my knees, begging you please, Lord. I'm on my knees, begging you please, Lord. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone.
All right, and that song that we just heard is entitled Alone by Hollyn, who will be our special guest on the show today here on Keeping It Real. She will join us by phone here in just a little bit. But before we get to her, kind of just give I guess, a brief overview of her. A lot of people come to know people when they get to be popular, when they make it big, whether if they make it big in the music industry or the entertainment industry or some other industry where they kind of get notoriety or they have a platform, especially when we consider the Christian faith. I consider that to be such a blessed thing because then they have a platform to share their faith, share their testimony, and really put on display how God's working in their lives. And here is a girl. Again, she was on the show known as American Idol. Holly Miller is originally from a small town in Ohio known as Waverly. And that's where she grew up. She, like so many people that actually end up making it, they really aspire to be, what it is they want to be. They want to pursue their dreams, and she certainly did that. And she got on to American Idol season 12, and she made it all the way to the Hollywood round. At that time, she did get voted off, but that did not stop her, or that was certainly not the end. That actually was more or less just the beginning, because she has released not one but 2 albums now on the contemporary Christian music market. And the second album just debuted here in February of 2017. And so, no, she's really stoked about that. But as we get into discussing not only her music with her, but her life, it's going to be my hope that all of you out there listening will be able to resonate with her, just realizing that not only is she just a very talented singer and talented musician, but that she has really a life that is to be admired and respected because of how God has worked in her life. And I'm sure she's going to share some of that on the program here today. Hollyn sets a great example with her music, but even more so through her life, might I suggest. So we're going to have plenty on the show here today as we await for Hollyn to join us. Our core verse for the show today is found in 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12, which says, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity." And a big part of the reason why I think that's our core verse for the show today is because Hollyn is only 20 years old. When she got on American Idol, she was 15 when she first got on that show. And so it's an amazing thing to be so young and so talented, but not only so young and so talented, but to be so young and to have a heart that really pursues the Lord and wants, God's best, God's blessing, God's favor in her life, and that wants the Lord to use her, again, not only in her singing career, but through her life. I believe that will be clearly on display or clearly modeled on the radio airwaves here today. So I definitely, again, encourage you to keep it locked in here to Magic 105.5 WMGH as we have a lot to come with Hollyn. And this show, Keeping It Real, is sponsored by Cuck's Farm Service, and we are on the cusp of the spring season here. But if you're looking to have your lawn and gardens needs met, feel free to visit us out at Cuck's Farm Service, because we got plenty of lime, wide variety of fertilizers, chemicals, whether if it's fungicides, pesticides, insecticides, what have you. We've got all of those supplies available to you out there out at Cuck's Farm Service, located at 844 Catawissa Road.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Every day on my mind and I just can't get you out. I just want you, all of you out to myself. Yeah, never wanna let this go, boy, we got something real. Might be selfish, but I just don't care, I swear. I just want you right here, always by my side. You and me together, baby, it's paradise. We can go wherever, ever, leave them all behind. I'm giving you all my, keep giving you all my love. Keep giving you all my, keep giving you all my love. Keep giving you all my,
So just as I stated from the jump here today, here on Keeping It Real, I've got a very special guest, Hollyn's on with me. And thanks a lot for coming on the show today. And real quickly, how are you doing and where are you currently on the Hit Steep tour?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, and I'm doing really good, rested and ready to go on another run. We are having a show tonight in Atlanta, Georgia, about 30 minutes outside of Atlanta, so it's going to be a great show, and then we're in Dayton tomorrow and Rochester, New York the last day, so we have a lot of shows within a lot of miles from each other, so we're going to be doing a lot of driving.
Yeah, well, fortunately for you, you got youth on your side, but I tell you, I still, even having said that, I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, you guys are constantly moving, and you guys definitely have a lot of stamina, and it's something I think it demands respect and admiration, and I don't know if I could hang. So,
oh, thank you.
So
no, it's definitely, you get used to it. It's a lifestyle, so you just gotta roll with it and take it as it comes. Yeah,
well, and I know, look, I'm a big Toby Mac fan, and I've heard him mention that a lot of times, how they're kind of all cooped up in the tour bus there as sardines, but they kind of make it their own, right? All the different members of the band, and so that definitely echoes true as well when you say that.
Of course.
Can you describe how your desire, your dream to be a singer and a musician, and more specifically, a music artist that sings praise to the Lord, how does that grow and blossom as you get older?
Yeah, so for me, being an artist is a privilege and it's an honor to do this as, my job and for a living. And so when I go out on the road and meet people and get to sing and do shows and be on a tour bus and all that good kind of stuff, it just takes this kind of passion that's only can be given to you by Jesus, of course. Right. And I feel like being out on the road, you just have to remind yourself of why you do it and who you do it for. And no matter what kind of genre you sing or what opportunities open, you have to just keep reminding yourself that it's your purpose and your calling. And I think when you love something so much, it's not. It is really hard work. I know there's a saying that says, when you do what you love, you won't work a day in your life, but that's absolutely not true at all. It's a lot of hard work.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, I feel like that's not true at all. But the hard work is worth it, and you enjoy it. And so, I just have to remind myself.
Well, I think that kind of goes with, you posted something on Facebook not too long ago, and I follow you as well as a bunch of other, contemporary Christian music acts, because I'm a big music buff, and I love the message that comes through in the music. I love the life or the different lifestyles that shine through in the music. I think you posted something to the effect of how much it is you love what you do, doing it for the one you love, or something to that effect. Mm-hmm. And that was such one of those, one-line zingers, I guess I would call it, where you just kind of state something so succinctly, so concisely, and it resonates so well with, I think, almost anybody that would see that. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so, you get started here a few years back, right? You were on American Idol. And for folks that, that don't know, Hollyn was on American Idol, and I think you were on there at 15, right?
Yeah, I was almost 16 years old, I think.
That's crazy, right? So you were on American Idol at age 15, and I think you made it to what they call the Hollywood round, but then you get voted off. At that point, did it at all enter your mind that you're done, or that just maybe you weren't good enough to make it as a singer? Did those thoughts ever kind of come into your mind?
I don't think the thought of I'm not good enough or I would never be a singer came into my mind. I definitely felt discouraged because I went that whole week, and I actually made it through Hollywood Week. I was going to live rounds, and then they just came back and cut 4 of us randomly. Oh. So it was just kind of like, oh, I made it all this way, and then I just have to leave. And it was disappointing, number one, because I was exhausted, and I literally had no sleep in that week. So me coming home, you know, I was like, okay, well, what's next for me? And I was only 16, so I definitely knew that, you know, God had a plan for me, and I never felt like that fire in me, you know, burned out. I feel like it only grew brighter. And so I feel like that experience definitely showed me and put me on, you know, the way that I am now. And so, I mean, I'm blessed that I got cut from the show because, I mean, I know it was a great experience for me, and not to dog on American Idol at all, but, like, I know that a lot of my friends that have had contracts with them, like, they still can't make music that they want to make, and it's just really sad. And so I'm grateful that I get to make this music and be my own artist and have my songs, and, you know, it's just a blessing in disguise for sure. But I'm glad that I walked through it and made me a better artist.
Well, I'll tell you what you just stated there, I think, and I hope for any of the young people out there listening, the teenagers or adolescents out there listening, I'm hoping that is something that is just gripped every listening ear, in particular the young people, because the way how you just phrased that and coined that, I think was so helpful, because not just for, you know, a lot of kids, they get into aspiring to being one thing or another, right? And not just for the young singers coming along, but whatever it is that kids want to be, and they want to pursue their dreams, and more specifically their calling that God has on their lives. It's encouraging to know that here you were, even at this ripe young age, and even though you were discouraged, you still latched onto the calling, and you saw kind of God's handprint moving through the whole thing, and how your faith is that thing that you continue to, you know, rely on and stick with, and that's what ultimately not just saw you through, but gave you a confidence, knowing that, hey, this is going to turn out somehow. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but this is going to turn out, and it's going to turn out for His glory.
Right, of course. And I think too, like, I think everybody knows, like, in their soul what they're created to do. And, like, even if they don't know that yet, like, there will be a moment in your life where you know that, like, this is what I'm created to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you know that, like, that's when you find your purpose, and you know, like, okay, it doesn't even matter if it's music, but even if it's just, like, serving people, or, like, being, you know, you could be, you know, doing whatever. You could be a flight attendant, and God use you in that area. Like, that's a great calling. Like, as long as you know that that's where God wants you and He wants you to be, like, there's no shame in that, you know?
Exactly, and that's a big part of the reason why I think I asked you that question, is to, you know, also help the listening audience know that just because one door gets shut, or, you know, one, you know, U-turn or a couple of U-turns happen in a person's life, it doesn't mean that it's the end, or it doesn't mean that all the dreams come crashing down and it's all over. So, you know, you know, whenever somebody shares kind of like their testimony or testifies of how God worked through a situation, and especially when it's got like a uniqueness to it, it's really cool, because people pay attention to that kind of thing. I think they love hearing people's stories, and especially how God works in the midst of that. I think it's just so cool.
I've been kicking it with you since back in pre-K. Until now, you've always stayed with rise again. Everybody telling me look out for him. I'm throwing up my hands, I can't stop. Getting close to the flame, it's too hot. Been here and I don't wanna stay. Praying for my out, gotta get away. Everything I wanna do, I don't do. Can't see beyond the past or what's true. You must have some magnet in your soul, pulling me away from what I know. I better go. Better go. I better go.
Where the spot is smoking, I'm about to
I
choke.
better go. Better go. I better go.
Cause where the spot is smoke.
All I gotta do is just turn around. Keep on walking, don't slow it down. No matter what I do, I can't move. You keep winning every time and I lose. You must have some magnet in your soul, pulling me away from what I know. I better go. Better go. I better go. Better go.
Where the spot is smoking, I'm about to
I
choke.
better go. Better go. I better go. Better go.
Cause where the spot is smoking, I'm about to choke.
I keep on fooling myself every time running back to you. To you. This love is toxic, keeps pulling me further from the truth. But you.
She don't wanna talk to you.
There's nothing you can say.
She gon' wait for something true.
There's nothing you can say.
She don't wanna talk to you. She gon' wait for something true. Mess with her, you face this crew. Nah, she ain't staying with you.
I better go.
Yeah.
Better go. I better go.
Where the spot is smoking, I'm about to
I
choke.
better go. There's nothing you can say. Nothing. I better go.
Cause where the spot is smoke.
I better go. Nothing you can say. Tonight is cold. I better go. Nothing you can say.
Where the spot is smoking, I'm about to choke.
Better go. Nothing you can say. Tonight is cold. I better go. Nothing you can say.
Cause where the spot is smoke.
All right, and this is Keeping It Real. And now, let me shift gears here a little bit. You've toured a lot with Toby Mac and the Diverse City Band, as well as, a bunch of other artists and what have you. How have they made you feel not only like you belong with them on stage, but how have they been, how have you feeling like family? Because I know that you've mentioned that as well.
Yeah, of course. Toby and Diverse City, and I mean, pretty much everybody that I've toured with, and but especially them and my brothers on Capital Kings, and just the people on my label, like, they make you feel like you're a part of something greater than just, and yeah.
Oh, you're kind of cutting out there a little bit. You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can
Hello?
hear you. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but usually, so what I was saying was, Toby Mac and Diverse City, they absolutely love making this team feel like more of a family than a business, and so being able to be in contact with them, even when we're home or out on the road, it's just a great experience for me, and I love having a big community. I've never really had like such a strong, spiritually sound group of people in my life like these people. And I grew up in a great Christian home and Christian family and friends and everything, but this is like a huge community that is walking me into this next phase of life, and so it's really cool to be able to do life with them, and I love it.
Yeah, well, and I know that, like I said, you mentioned that before, because I've seen a couple of, other interviews with you and things that you've stated. That's so evident, and I've not only noticed that with you, but it's true of others, how they have testified of it as well, because you got so many different people involved. I mean, and this is what I think a lot of folks maybe don't totally realize. They show up at the concerts and they get wowed with the lights and the sound and the music, and certainly the message impacts a number of people. But there's so many things that go into it, whether if it's the stage crew or the sound check people and the lighting and all the preparation work that goes into it, and it just it's unreal. Yeah, there's a lot going on. So the fact that you guys are able then to put on a show and it be so dynamic and at the same time so impactful, it's something that I know that I deeply appreciate, and I probably don't appreciate it enough. But I tell you, I really fall into great appreciation for what you guys do, because, like you said earlier, you guys, you love what you do. You can't believe you're doing this for a living, but it is hard work. I mean, what you guys devote to it. I mean, you guys don't whip this up in an hour. You guys don't it's not like you guys are cramming for a test on the night before and then you're going to kind of wing it the next day.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into it. So
there's a lot of preparation.
Yeah. So obviously, having you on, got to make mention of the new album that just came out, right? One Way Conversations is the name of the album. Feel free, all of you out there, get on iTunes and get the album or get any number of Hollyn songs. This is your second album, correct?
Yeah, this is actually the first full-length album. So this is the debut album, and I had an EP come out in October of 2015, but this was the first October 2016, but this is the first completed album that we've put out.
Yeah, and your new album, it was released in February. Can you give any kind of a brief testimonial of an instance how you knew God was totally either piecing a track together musically or lyrically or otherwise, or just maybe the album in general, give some kind of testimony of how God was kind of working in your heart and how God was really piecing this thing together?
Yeah, so honestly, this album for me was, it was actually like really, really confusing for me to do, because I had a lot of times where I was like, I don't even know if I want to put any of these songs on here or if I want to switch up the music to any of these. If you heard the originals of most of these songs, they don't sound anything like the original version. And so when I went to the studio and when we were recording these and writing these songs, it's a matter of looking back and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that these came out the way that they did, and I had people to help me, and Toby and my label and producers, and it just came together beautifully. But I was definitely kind of in a place in August where I didn't know what it was going to sound like or what it was going to look like, or if we were going to even put out an album. We might have put out like a couple songs, and it just came together at the right time, and I'm really happy with how it came out, and it's been just awesome to see it flourish and people respond to it, and it's just been great.
Well, that's really cool, and I know that I have had a chance to listen to the album a number of times, and I definitely dig it. And real quick, I would kind of ask you this as kind of like a concluding kind of a question today. As far as your success, and definitely you have gotten a great deal of success in a fairly short amount of time, or a short span of time. Did you ever think in your wildest dreams, when you turned, say, 15 years old on your 15th birthday, or even after your whole American Idol experience and you kind of came back home and you kind of were doing your thing, did you ever think that you were going to go ahead and release an album like One Way Conversations, and you would be touring with Toby Mac, and the Diverse City Band? Could you have dreamt this up in your wildest dreams, or were you kind of like, you know what, I think that God really is up to something, and I could see something like this happening?
I think it's a mixture of both, because in my own human flesh, of course, I would want to strive for these type of things, and I think the human definition of success and fame is one thing, but when you know what God's calling you to do, I think success is measured by, like walking in that calling, and that's enough success for me if I know that I'm going in the direction that God wants me to go. So, I mean, definitely as a 15-year-old girl, I say that I didn't know that I wanted to be an artist, and I say that because the part of me that wanted to be like famous, I guess, quote unquote famous, I didn't really want that, but and not that I am that at all, but I knew that God wanted me to do music. I mean, he wouldn't have given me a voice if he hadn't wanted me to use it in some way. I didn't know what that looked like, but the closer I got to each one of these like things that were happening in my life, like signing with Goatee or going on tour with Toby or putting out this album or talking about, the future and what that looks like for us as a team, it just feels peaceful. And I don't think God calls you into a season without it being peaceful. He's not a God of confusion. And so when I knew, that I was going to sign with Goatee, I was like, okay, like I feel peace about this. And I don't regret doing that or going on this tour, that tour. Like it's all part of a bigger picture for me. And so I think once you realize that, then you can't not be thankful and not be grateful for what God has given you. And even if you would have told me to sing in coffee shops for the rest of my life, like that's just as rewarding to me as being on stage. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of I'm going to sing in front of 15,000 people tonight or 4 people. He's given me a gift, and I'm going to reach people that you might never get to talk to, and you're going to talk to people that I might never see or meet in my life. So he uses everybody's gifts for a different purpose.
Well, I tell you what, I got to tell you, you got a sense of having a heart of gold, really.
No.
And I don't say that to just kind of say, look, because you kind of came up with the right things to say, or you kind of know how to answer the questions or that kind of thing. It is evident that God is at work in your life, and it is such a powerful thing to have had you on the show today, because I think it sends such a real message here on Keeping It Real, and it sends such a positive message for folks, especially our up-and-coming young people that fall in that same kind of age bracket where you're at, or even younger, because so many of them just, look, they're after the popularity, they're after the position, they're after the money, and to hear you utter those things, that it's not like that for you, it's not about that for you, and you're not just wording that because you're looking, like I say, you're looking to just kind of say the right thing. I think that's spilling out of your heart. And
I mean, those things are nice, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
I would love to be successful and for people to know my music and to be touring with huge artists and, whatever. But it's not about, that's not the end goal.
That's not the reason why you do it.
Leave you empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and let you get going because I know that your schedule is jam-packed. But real quickly, I got to tell you, I'm a huge fan. I know you've got a boatload of them out there. But just maybe, you might have your number one fan here in studio with me. I've got my 7-year-old daughter.
My God.
Her name is Madison, and she has a tablet where we call it her Jesus music. I mean, I just kind of get all kinds of different songs that she likes from Toby and, from other artists like Colton Dixon and Britt Nicole and other people that she likes. But she absolutely loves you. I don't know if it's your voice or if it's the messages in your songs or whatever, but she sits in the back seat of my car. We're driving around town or whatever, and she's constantly singing. And she doesn't know all the words to all the songs, but she definitely, loves listening to your music. Do you want to say hi real quick to Hollyn?
Oh, my gosh, of course. Hi.
Do you have a question
nice
for Hollyn?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. How are you?
Good.
Well, why don't you tell her what your favorite song is?
My favorite song of yours, I Can't Live Without You.
Oh, thank you. I like that one too. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, and
I
actually,
really love it. Thank you.
yeah, and that's actually what we're going to close the show out with today.
Awesome.
You know, we've played, you know, a number of tunes from your new album. We've also played some from that intro album that you referenced earlier. But you know, it's great to be able to play these songs, these uplifting songs, and we look forward. We're actually, my daughter and I, we're going with some friends of ours. There's going to be a group of us going to see you and Toby as part of the Hits Deep tour in Philly on April the 1st.
Oh, nice.
And my daughter and I, just the two of us, at least from people that we know, we will see you on that Jesus Freak cruise come July.
Oh, fun.
So,
That's awesome.
so look, we're stoked about all of that, and I was definitely stoked to have you on the show today. And God bless you. Safe travels. You know, logging all those miles, and
Thank you.
you know, we'll definitely be keeping you in our prayers and be praying for the ultimate fruit to happen, which is lives to be touched in and through your music, that people can come to know Jesus as a result of your ministry.
Of course. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for having me on the show today. It was awesome.
Well, thank you, and again, God bless you. We'll hopefully maybe we can do this again sometime.
Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.
God bless.
All right. God bless you guys. See ya.
There's only so much you can say to what's turning tonight. Here we go round and round again. But people, we were meant to blaze a life that's beautiful. Yeah, we got so much love to give. Don't look to the left or right. You know the future's worth the fight. Don't look to the left or right. Hey, yeah. L-O-V-E rolls off the tongue. But sometimes the word's just not enough. Gotta dig a little deeper. You gotta love with your life, like a fire burning strong, till the night is come and gone. There's a hope that lives in you. You gotta love with your life, like a warrior fight, lay it on the line. If you wanna see a change, you gotta love with your life. If you wanna see a change, you gotta love with your life. You gotta love with life. You crash into a brand new day. The world's up in your face, and they're gon' whisper in your ear. Just push 'em back, you need your space to be who you wanna be. You got so much more to give. Don't look to the left or right. You know the future's worth the fight. Don't look to the left or right. You gotta love with your life, like a fire burning strong, till the night is come and gone. There's a hope that lives in you. You gotta love with your life, like a warrior fight, lay it on the line. If you wanna see a change, you gotta love with your life. If you wanna see a change, you gotta love with your life. You gotta love with your life. Don't let it pass us by. Every day and night, gotta love with your life. Every day and night, don't let it pass us by. Every day and night, gotta love with your life. Every day and night, you gotta love with your life. You gotta love with your life, like a warrior fight, lay it on the line. If you wanna see a change, you gotta love with your life. You gotta love with your life. The moment pass you by, we gotta dance to beat the light. Don't let the moment pass you by. Don't let the moment pass you by. We gotta dance to beat the light. Don't let the moment pass you by. I don't want another day to pass, not another moment. I want to live intentionally in light of eternity. I want to love like you loved. I want to love with my life.
Well, we're back here on Keeping It Real, and what a show to have Hollyn on the show today. I tell you, it's a powerful show, not just to have a well-known Christian music artist on the show, not just because she released her debut album, which again is called One Way Conversations. For any of you that would be interested in getting any of her music off iTunes or wherever. But her heart is, again, that gripped me the most, and certainly I'm hoping that it's gripped a number of you out there listening to hear that this 20-year-old young lady who has hit stardom could be so humble and treat her ministry in such a way that whether she's playing for 15,000 people or for 4 people, like she said, she's going to give it her all, and she's going to give it her all for the Lord. This is her calling. This is by God's design, which she has been meant to do. And for each and every single one of us, by design, God has a plan for our lives, and it's a plan to prosper us and not to harm us, plans to give us hope in a future. And that's what I believe was shown through this edition of the show today. Again, if you want to listen to this show in its entirety, maybe you missed certain parts of the show, you can get onto www.keepinitreal.com, and you can get to it from my website there, or you can just simply log on to WMGH.com directly onto the radio station website and click on to the show as well. Also, I've got a YouTube channel. There'll be a lot more details to come on that as well, not only to get this edition of the show with Hollyn, but other editions of the show as well. And I want to encourage everyone to, for all of you social media people that love using social media, whether if it's Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, I'm on all of those. Keep an eye out for things that I post on a daily basis. Again, it was great conversating with Hollyn today. And God bless all of you out there. This show, Keeping It Real, is sponsored by Cuck's Farm Service. And Cuck's is definitely in spring mode right now. For all of you got your spring needs and you're looking for your spring needs to be met, let Cuck's Farm Service supply you with all of your lime, fertilizer, spray material, grass seed, vegetable seeds, horse pasture mixes, other seed for deer plots, and all of that. Let Cuck's Farm Service be your springtime needs supplier. So God bless all of you. Thank you for having the dial locked into Magic 105.5 WMGH. And God bless all of you good. Want to encourage you to come on back here again for another solid edition of the show next week at 8:30 Sunday morning. And as we get ready to close the show today, we're now going to play Can't Live Without by Hollyn.
California driving, had to get out. Distance got me wondering where you are right now. One-way conversations got me worn down. Pouring out my heart, wish you would speak a sound. I don't know what I'm after. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm after. All I know is I'm lost. I don't know what I'm after. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm after. All I know is I'm lost without your love. There's no point in even waking up. No, 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 no. Without your love, nothing's ever gonna be enough. No, 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 no. I can't get you out of my head, and I don't wanna ever forget. You give me what the world can never give. I can't live without you. Staring at the ceiling after midnight, overthinking everything in my whole life. All of these regrets are clouding my mind. Lord, I need the strength to try it one more time. 'Cause now I know what I'm after. Now I know what I'm doing. Now I know what I'm after. Now I know that I'm lost. Now I know what I'm after. Now I know what I'm doing. Now I know what I'm after. Now I know that I'm lost without your love. There's no point in even waking up. No, 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 no. Without your love, nothing's ever gonna be enough. No, 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 no. I can't get you out of my head, and I don't wanna ever forget. You give me what the world can never give. I can't live without you. I can't live without you. I can't live without you. Some people gotta lose it all to find out what they really want. Yeah, some people gotta lose it all to find out what they really want. What I want is you. Some people gotta lose what it all. What I want is you. I can't live without. What I want is you. Some people gotta lose what I want is you. I can't live without. What I want is you. Some people gotta lose what I want is you. I can't live without. What I want is you. Some people gotta lose what I want is you. What I want is you. What I want is you. I can't live without you. I can't live without you. Yeah, can't live without.